All right, welcome back. This is it, the moment we've all been waiting for. We're diving into the epic conclusion of the Shellstown arc. A tyrant's reign is about to get absolutely shattered by a rubber fist, and the world's future greatest swordsman is finally joining his captain. Let's do this. So let's talk about this guy, Marine Captain Axehand Morgan, the man who ruled Shellstown not with any sense of justice, but with an iron fist and, well, an iron axe hand. His entire authority is built on pure, unadulterated terror. And his massive ego? Oh yeah, it's about to be smashed into a million tiny pieces. So the battle lines are pretty clearly drawn, right? On one side, you have Luffy. His mission? It's simple. It's pure. He just wants to save his new friend. But on the other side, you've got Morgan, whose entire mission is just about his own ego, keeping that iron grip on power by crushing anyone who even thinks about defying him. This isn't just a fight, it's a battle for the very soul of this town. Now, to really get why this fight matters so much, we have to look at Morgan himself. See, his authority, it wasn't earned. It was enforced through nothing but sheer terror. I mean, just listen to this guy. This quote right here tells you everything you need to know. He genuinely believes that his rank, his title, makes him a god. He's not a leader, he's a dictator who sees any little bit of disagreement as a personal attack. This isn't justice. This is the kind of rot that happens when power goes completely unchecked. So while Luffy is, still trying to get Zoro's swords untied, the Marines start closing in. And right here, in this moment of chaos, we get the first absolutely legendary action from the future Pirate King's first mate. In this moment, it perfectly shows the two sides of Luffy's influence. On one hand, he inspires gentle souls like Kobe to find their courage. But on the other hand, he attracts absolute monsters like Zoro, who, even tied to a post, can stop an entire squad of soldiers with just a single glare. And there it is. That's the unofficial oath of the first mate. I mean, think about it. Zoro hasn't even officially agreed to join the crew yet, but he's already willing to die and to kill for Luffy. The Marines are just paralyzed, not by a pirate captain, but by the sheer force of will of the man who would become his right hand. All right, so Zoro's untied, he's got his 3 swords in hand, and the stage is finally set for the main event. It is time for the man who will be king of the pirates to face off against the so-called great Captain Morgan. But you've got to understand, this is way more than just a fight. It's a clash of ideas. Luffy is fighting for his dream. Morgan is just fighting for his title. It's a classic battle between real, earned strength and just hollow authority. Oh, just listen to that arrogance. To Morgan, Luffy is a nobody, a person without status. He literally cannot wrap his head around how someone without a formal title could even dare to challenge him. He actually believes his position is his power. And Luffy's response? It's just perfect. He doesn't need to list off any accomplishments. He just tells Morgan his name. Because for Luffy, that's all that matters. His identity isn't tied to some rank. It's forged in his own will. This is the core of who he is. Morgan, totally blinded by his own ego, just charges forward. He's still rambling on about how great he is, completely oblivious to the fact that he's already lost. Luffy doesn't even say another word. He just pulls his arm back, and it's over. One punch. Gomu Gomu na pistol. The mighty Axehand Morgan, the symbol of absolute power in Shellstown, is laid out flat by a single, rubbery fist. No big, dramatic battle, just a swift, brutal end to his tyranny. But see, Luffy didn't just knock out a man. He totally shattered an illusion, and the shockwaves from that one punch are about to ripple through every single person in Shellstown. Just look at the faces of the Marines. That isn't anger. That is pure, unfiltered disbelief. Their entire reality was built on the lie of Morgan's invincibility. And in that one moment, Luffy didn't just break a man's jaw, he shattered the very foundation of their fear. And this right here is the central lesson of this whole arc. Morgan's power was a hollow shell. Sure, it looked impressive from the outside, but the second someone with true conviction dared to even tap on it, the whole thing just crumbled to dust. But while the Marines are just lost in confusion, Kobe sees something else entirely. He sees a bully finally getting what was coming to him. He sees true strength, challenging false authority. And right there, in the ashes of Morgan's reign, a new dream is forged. So, with the dust finally settling and a tyrant defeated, what does the future hold? Well, for a few key people here, everything is about to change.
This is what true justice really looks like.
So what did we learn? Well, Luffy proved that a title means absolutely nothing without the strength to back it up. He showed that real justice isn't about blind obedience, it's about doing the right thing. And maybe most importantly, his actions gave Kobe the push he desperately needed to finally chase his own dream.
And this is the beautiful irony of it all, isn't it? A pirate, the sworn enemy of the Marines, is the person who inspires Kobe to become one. By showing him the absolute depths of corruption, Luffy ignited Kobe's desire to become the face of true justice.
Wow, this is a monumental moment. The timid, terrified kid we met just a few chapters ago, he's gone. In his place stands a man with a dream, roaring with conviction. He's finally found his voice, and it's all thanks to the pirate who showed him what it really means to be free.
So Luffy has his first crewmate, and they've already liberated an entire island. The journey has officially begun. But the East Blue is a big place, and their path is about to cross with a very cunning navigator who happens to despise pirates more than anything else in the world.
We'll be breaking all of that down in the next explainer covering Chapter 8. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single moment of it. I'll see you then.